no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Oh, what a cut! Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The Seminoles offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Cano. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. They go to the ground. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Butler. Tackled there by the defense. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Elliott. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He breaks a tackle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Worthy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking downfield, it's Cano. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Dropping back, it's Cano. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Noles in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to take a shot. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call for...
Turning it on! Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. Hits the afterburners. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Cano. Got his man quickly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all...
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. That's reeled in. It's Teray. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Touchdown, Noles! Loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Makes the catch. It's Butler. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open route.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds us back in the middle. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best, to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Pulls it in. It's Toure. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air, it's Cano. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's Jordan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The noise kickoff from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 10 over James Madison. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Working that left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
From the gun, running back on the move. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Finds a little space. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man by himself. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Noles racing to the line in a hurry up. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing.
Turns on the Jets. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown Seminoles! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get... Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Yates. He's got room. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Give to the single back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught in the backfield, it's Worthy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Toure. And he's brought down after a huge completion. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Dropping back, it's Cano. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Toure. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Seminoles are marching down the field. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, no! And the comeback is on.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The run to the left. Turns it on in midfield. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here we go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we can't came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.